assembled teams from the best of Australia's car building and car tuning workshops to see who can build the toughest street monster. Our teams will go head to head in a final fuel-burning rubber shredding competition. The crew at HBF are going all out to squeeze every bit of horsepower out of the 6.4 Apache engine, so they've enlisted Nathan Higgins Race Developments to help.
I'm Nathan Higgins from Higgins Race Developments. Been in business for 17, 18 years. At the moment, we've got a project on with Rob from the Horsepower Factory, doing some 6.4 Hemi heads, brand new program that we've almost completed. So the 6.4 Apache cylinder head is pretty good from the factory. It's got a poor exhaust port in it, so we really concentrate on the exhaust port. We bring that right up. So we've started there. We modify, we R&D from the flow bench, and obviously, from what I've learned over the last 30 odd years, the valve size in them is 2.150, so it's a good size valve in it already. We concentrate opening up the approach to the valve. The result is we increase the airspeed, increase the flow, and then eventually these are going to have superchargers on them, so the engine is going to be way more efficient, which in the end will create more horsepower, faster times at the track, faster quarter miles.
Originally we weren't going to port the heads because they do flow pretty well, but Nathan and I had been talking, and he decided to develop a new port for the Hemi Apache head. That's going to be kind of cool, the first set of ported Hemi heads out of Higgins Race Developments, so that's a first for the car as well, and for the Hemi product in Australia.
So Blackwells have honed the cylinder bores and balance the driveline. It's now at the stage of the build where we're ready to start assembly. So first things first, we're going to bolt the crankshaft in. Obviously we have to build up off the crankshaft.
Blackwells do check all the clearances for us as part of the machining process, but we like to be quite thorough, and so we'll go through and do all our own measuring and just double check that everything has the right clearances and tolerances. We've kept the standard crank, which is not uncommon. Cranks are pretty good in those engines. Unless we're going to go to a stroker motor, you wouldn't put a better crank in there. So we've just really strengthened the rod and the piston, which is the weak part of that engine. One of the things we were toying with was fitting a camshaft to this engine, and Comp do a couple of different profiles for them. But because this engine's got variable cam timing, we sort of decided to stay with that because that gives us the ability to sort of reproduce the same sort of valve events, but by using the variable cam timing rather than a bigger camshaft. The upside of keeping the standard cam in it is it'll just have perfectly smooth idle. It'll drive when you're cruising like a normal car, whereas if you fit an aftermarket cam, there can be a bit of compromise at idle or at low RPM. We are putting main stud kit and a head stud kit in there, and that's just to help with clamping, which when you're going forced induction like we are, it's really important to make sure you've got a good strong clamp on the head. Forced induction basically is fitting a supercharger or a turbocharger to an engine. In our case, we're using a Whipple supercharger, and it's specifically for a Jeep, so it has all the componentry to bolt it directly up to the car. The boost, I think, will be around sort of maybe 9–10 pounds, I'm thinking. We do have the ability to control that by adjusting the top pulley diameter. It's a 6.4 litre engine. You don't need to add a lot of boost, and still we can make excellent power. The drivetrain's always a concern. We don't want to start smashing transmissions every time we drive it because we're just making too much power and torque.
Line the engine back up onto the K-frame, put it up against the bell housing of the gearbox, bolt the gearbox back up, then we can do the engine mount and put the heads on, put it back in the car.
It's an R&D car, but it is a car that I drive every day, and it's part of the reason, of getting the results that we get and getting products for our customers and knowing that they're good for our customers is the fact that I can fit them to my car, I can drive them every day in real world, say yes, it's reliable, it does the job, we get the right results. The drivetrain in my car, we're trying to keep standard because you're sort of talking $15,000, $16,000, so it's not a cheap exercise. To jump up to the next step, there's a company in the US called Paramount Performance that do a transmission upgrade and also a transfer case upgrade for it. We've got cars out there making 550 kilowatts at the wheels, all four wheels, over 1,000 flywheel horsepower with these Paramount Performance transmissions in them, and they're holding up.
Next up, we head to Sydney and watch master engine builder Sash Ninovic transplant the heart in this XY race rocket.
This here is one of our engines that we use in our sports sedan over here. It's 331 cubic inches. Ford Motorsport head, Yates heads, 680 horsepower, 8,500 RPM. Wimberg crank, Carrillo rods, JE pistons, 5-stage dry sump, all the goodies to basically make this thing go around the track. Here we have the Quartermaster 7 1/4 race clutch, triple plate, brass button. We're just putting that on and then we're ready to install it in the car. Use this shaft here to line it all up, the clutch plates. That way it engages the shaft nicely when we're dropping it in. We do a few circuit cars, do a few drag cars and a lot of tough street cars as well. Our job for the day is basically to bolt this engine in this car and get it going and see how the car goes.
Yeah, kick it over, kick it over.
Slowly. We normally have a 310 cubic inch engine, which is very similar to this that we run in this. Now we've got this 330 cuber, which makes a bit more power and more torque. People are always wanting to upgrade, obviously. I mean, we're constantly striving to go faster and faster. The client would hope to probably run about a second faster per lap and have a bunch more straight line speed and some more torque getting him out of the corners.
Headbutt. We'll edit that bit.
Right, so these are our titanium headers that we're using on this car. It's like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle on this side here. It's got a mid plate as well as an engine plate, and this is where all the dry sump hoses come out of the pan, and there's a starter motor and all that stuff. So it's a bit of an effort to get it in there, but we'll have a go. I think I remember how it all goes. We'll try our best. On the race cars, we can be a little bit rough like this. Got enough water in the radiator?
Water's full.
We check the oil.
The
in
oil
the back.
at the back is full.
How many litres did you put there?
15 litres.
Beautiful. All the fittings, we're happy with everything?
Fittings are right.
Yeah, cool. So it should start.
It's time to get dirty. We meet 4x4 legend Tim Bates as we hit the track, dirt track that is, and test drive the Ford Everest to its limits.
I purchased a Ford Everest last year, and being the place that we are, I decided that we need to get a bit more power. I tow a caravan with mine as well, and so we decided to do a remap on the actual vehicle itself.
It's a 2016 Ford Everest. You've got a 3.2 litre 5-cylinder turbo diesel engine. We're going to start off by doing a baseline dyno run, and we're going to take the power from 143 kilowatts to around about 180 kilowatts, and the torque from 470 newton metres to around about 630. When they come out of the factory, they are very detuned. All we're going to do is we're really optimising the air-fuel ratio. We're not going to go crazy with it. We run about 18:1 air-fuel ratio, which is very, very safe. All we're doing is remapping the ECU. The exhaust is standard, the air filter is standard, the intake standard, everything else is standard. We add a little bit of boost to it, probably 2 or 3 pounds of boost, and that's all you need just to offset that fuel. Keeps the exhaust gas temperatures nice and safe. The things will last forever like that. We've got exhaust systems for them, intercoolers for them, catch cans for them. We do have an upgraded turbocharger for it too, and that'll take it to about 215 kilowatts and 690 newton metres. There's no degradation to boost response. They drive really, really good and pull cleanly to 4,000 RPM.
So we've done the remap on the car, and now what we're going to try and do is see how it goes out in the road and try and do a bit of forward driving and see how it goes in the, in the bush as well.
Alex,
Yep.
we're here to test out your Everest after the tune.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. It was really good on the road, really responsive. Now we're going to try it in the bush and see what it does out in the bush.
All right, we brought along Tim Bates. He's going to show us where to go. You're our DTA, which is our Diesel Tune Australia ambassador, yeah?
That's it.
We've tuned your Patrol.
You have, yep.
Goes all right?
Fantastic, mate. Yep, really good.
You've done a fair bit in the high country, haven't you, mate? You do a lot of forward driving.
Yeah, look, the high country is my backyard. I'm very passionate about the area and do know it very, very well. Yep. So yeah, really do enjoy getting up there whenever I can.
You done any telly stuff before, mate?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of TV before. Did a TV show a few years ago, Postcards from the Bush, which was a program based on Australian bush heritage and history. Yep. Look, I love history. I'm all very interested in that and just get out and travel in this beautiful country we live in.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, boys, I think we've done enough talking. Time to go and see how the Everest goes in the bush. Let's say we get into it.
Let's go.
Let's get dirty. So, Timbo, you've got big chunky tyres here. Why do we need to drop the tyre pressures out?
Well, there's a couple of reasons why we do it, and very important reasons. One, it gives you more traction. You've got less chance of getting punches because the tyres roll over the rocks rather than the punches through them. And it's a lot friendlier on the environment, less chance of ripping up tracks. Plus, it's a lot comfier ride.
Which is?
That's what you want.
That's it. What are these things like towing?
I've found with towing the caravan, behind it, it just makes so much difference, to the acceleration. It's a lot smoother. The car doesn't have to work as hard to get going with the caravan on the back. And just enormous difference with towing. I suppose a lot of our customers all tow vehicles and they all ask the same questions, don't they?
how did you get involved in four-wheel driving, mate? What was it, passion for you originally, or how did it start out?
Yeah, look, I've always had a massive passion for the bush. I went right through the scouting movement when I was a wee lad, and that's where my passion for the high country certainly came from. Yeah. So now, all those years where I was hiked around many of those areas, I'm now go camping and full driving in those same places, and just got a huge amount of respect for the place and just love getting out in the bush.
What's next for Tim Bates?
I'm making my own travel sort of lifestyle videos, promoting certain areas with some history and things like that thrown in, and it's just giving people some ideas on places to go and things to see.
And this genuine passion for the bush and for forward driving and looking after this joint really shows in the products you're backing.
Well, exactly right. Yeah, it's the real deal there, and I stand by all the products that I do support. They're all really great products, and I'm out there product testing these items all the time, and I'll stand by them and only promote a product that I truly believe is a great product.
Yeah, you're the right man for the job, so good on you.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Next, we head to Super Performance in Brisbane and meet Claire, a self-confessed petrol head. Claire's extensive knowledge on specialised parts usually surprises most blokes.
I've been around cars since I was probably 14. I'm now 22. It was originally with Japanese cars or import cars, and then as I got older, or as I matured, I guess, I went more into old school cars, just the feel of them. I actually had a HQ Premier with a 350 Chev take me to my formal, which was very nice, and I actually got to see that build because it was actually one of my close friends' cars, and I still talk to him to this day, and he's still doing things to his cars, and that's probably the main and first build that I was actually around with the old school stuff. It's been an ongoing adventure, I guess. I did a Cert 1 in automotive with the MTA. They look after 4 of us apprentices here at Superformance. So all my training is based here at Superformance. My trainer actually comes out and visits me each month. We make set appointments so he can go through my training with me.
During uni, I did a parts apprenticeship, which was through MTAQ. They were really good back then, and currently now I'm doing an automotive refinishing, like spray painting apprenticeship as well. Claire's doing an MTA parts interpreter apprenticeship as well. We've got 3 other staff members through MTAQ. Basically, really good technical advice and just awesome for apprenticeships, basically.
So the MTA offers pre-vocational or school-based apprenticeships. They also offer pre-vocational apprenticeships and post-trade services. They're fabulous with the information that they provide you, and they actually give you after-hours information as well. So if you ever get stuck on a question or any section of your training, you can always contact them, and they're always willing to give you a hand. I get a lot of people that don't think that I know much about cars, and I'm not going to say that I know everything. I'm definitely still learning, but you do get the odd occasion where they want to argue their points with you, and I have to put them onto Grant, and he kind of puts them back in their place and says he trusts me and puts it back in my capable hands. The coolest thing I've sold is recently an IFS, that was from TCI. So that's an independent front suspension, and you can have the options of power and manual rack and pinions. You've also got the options of brake upgrades and things like that. You've got wheelwood brakes usually, and you've got them in red and black calipers and different piston ratings.
Through Claire's training with the MTAQ, she's definitely advanced her knowledge and has become a really good asset, especially on the phone. Like, if I've ever got an issue with a customer or someone rings up, I can always just give it the quick handball to Claire, and Claire can sort it out, what needs to be done.
I'm very proud to be a part of Superformance and be able to say that I'm a part of the guys' builds and promote their work as well, and definitely their fabrication skills and paint panel skills.
For 36 years, Superformance has been known as a car building place and for selling parts. As people walk in the door, there's rows and rows of parts laid out in a supermarket format where people can actually touch and feel and look at it. We chose that plan after visiting America several times and looking at what people were doing over there, rather than people just walking to a counter and not actually seeing and touching any parts. We've got a big inventory of Chevy truck parts and a lot of performance parts, and we've got a person in Los Angeles that assists us with all the importation from America that works directly with us and for us. We send parts all across Australia into New Zealand and parts of Asia. We have a container service monthly, and we do weekly air orders, so with all those parts coming and going. We do Ford, Chevy and Holden engines regularly, and then we do the more obscure ones like Mopar, Pontiac, and that to order, that's no problems. We regularly bring in obscure parts, which could be new old stock for a vehicle right back as early 10s and 20s in the 1900s. We carry a lot of street rod parts from 23 through to 36 Ford, and it's possible to build a complete street rod with all new parts, so there's not one original part on the car, so most of your 32 and 34 Fords, or even your 23 T-Buckets that you see will be built completely as a new car with all new parts.
Next time on Rides Down Under, it's time to light the fires and burn the tyres. We head to Adelaide and get an in-depth tour of what it takes to go jet car racing with Darren DeFilippo. It's the Australia versus USA Challenge, and this time, Darren is out for revenge as he takes on arch rival Pete Bedford. If you think you've got what it takes to be part of Workshop Wars, contact us for our next season.